Good evening and welcome to Gerald E. Thompson Field in Waupun. The game got moved from Mayville to Waupun for this non-conference boys baseball game tonight. And I'm Steve Witterhack. With me, Randy Armgett, Big Nate Young doing the video streaming for us tonight. And a little more comfortable sitting inside the booth than sitting out in the wind over in Mayville, because we would have been sitting up in the bleachers right behind home plate and it would have been cold and windy. And so I'm soft. I don't mind being up here in the booth. So
I agree with you 100%. And I did not hear officially, but I'm assuming the field was just too wet over there in Mayville. And that is kind of a low field anyway, so I wondered about it earlier today. We had quite a bit of rain last night, so I thought this was a possibility.
Yeah, I was glad to hear that. Kind of the weird thing is they said it might be till 2 o'clock. We found out a little after 1 o'clock, actually, when this was going to be switched over here. But I was glad to hear it. Always the friendly confines of Waupun High School, the best press box we're going to get in baseball anywhere. And here to begin a non-conference game. Waupun having a great season so far. They're 8-1 on the season. Embarrassing what they did to Berlin last week, 18-0 and 21-0 in the two games they played against them. And the game we did a week ago, they beat Jefferson by a score of 3-2. That was in 8 innings in that ball game. And for Mayville, coached by Corey Held, 5-2 on the season. They are in 4th place in the Flyweight Conference with a couple good teams that are undefeated in conference play so far, Campbellsport and Laconia, and they're a game behind Lemire, who's in 3rd place in the conference. So we'll see what each team has here. It's always a good test to take on Mayville. They've had some really nice, I remember, pitchers especially that came out of Mayville in these last years, and we'll see what we're going to see here tonight because they've got a couple of conference games coming up this week, so we'll see what they throw at Waupun here tonight. But Coach Travis Hull said that he's familiar with the pitcher, and he says they should give us a good test here tonight, a reputable pitcher, he said, that maybe we'll have tonight.
Yeah, you certainly do not know what you're going to get in these type of games, as you're exactly right. Both teams play tomorrow in important conference matchups, and then again on Thursday. So sometimes you're going to see staff throw, and you're going to see maybe your 3rd or 4th guy. You never know. Some of those guys are just waiting in the wings to get their moment, and they have big nights on a night like tonight.
Let's take a break. We're going to come back and do a little more talking. I've also got an interview with Coach Travis Hull coming your way. So thanks for joining us on RadioPlusInfo.com. And for you radio people out there, we're on 103.3 FM and AM 1170. Thanks for joining us here tonight on The Source. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seed bed with a high-quality finish, level soils, and remove ruts. And eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Don't chance it and find yourself asking, where's the heat? Get on our furnace maintenance plan now to prevent a furnace malfunction or a heating headache. Need a brand new American Standard furnace? We do that too. Call 920-763-2301, allphasecomforts.com.
Welcome back to the Gus. I'm Steve Witterhack. Randy Armgo with me. And like I said, Waupun, with their week they had last week, a couple easy games against the Berlin Indians. Their last game was on Thursday against Berlin, beat them 21-0. Did you officiate any of those two Berlin games?
I did not. No, I have not seen Berlin this year yet. And yeah, that's a tough that's a tough outing right there. Oof. You know that's happening in 5 innings, 4.5 innings, whatever it was. So.
Some bats getting going for Waupun. Landon Richter, he's been having a great season anyway. He had 3 hits and 4 RBIs in that ball game. Also was the winning pitcher in the ball game. Pitched a couple innings, had a couple, also scored a few times, and only gave up a couple of hits when he pitched for those 2 innings. Bryant Ferris was 4 for 4 in the ball game, and the coach mentions him in the pregame the interview that we're going to have to do pretty soon because they're already kind of lining up here. So, but he mentioned him as having a 4 for 4 game and got the bat going. And he said he's great to have on the base pass because he's going to make things happen out there and get you the extra bases.
Yeah, he's a spark plug. He's a guy that can make this team go and really help his team, progress to the next level.
Well, we're going to take a short break here, see if we can get a part of this interview in with Coach Travis Hull. Back after this on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
To by Home and Auto Sales, I'm Steve Witterhack. Waupun boys baseball getting set to take on the Mayville Cardinals in a non-conference game, and I've got the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Travis Hull, with me right now. And a couple of pretty decisive victories last week. And what are things you gain out of those victories? Is it an opportunity to get some other people in, or how did you take advantage of that and those big decisive victories against Berlin last week?
Well, I was really happy with our second game. I thought we had kids, I think we had 22 hits in that game and only 4 walks. So their kid was throwing strikes, and, he was a decent high school pitcher, and I thought we really got after him, which was good to see. It wasn't on a bunch of errors or a bunch of walks. And, and we were hitting for extra base hits. Actually, probably the one thing I liked the most is we did a really good job of hitting the ball to the opposite field. So Jake had 2 triples to right center last game. We had a couple other kids hit the ball that way instead of, being up there and trying to, pull every single ball down the line. So that was a good step forward, I thought, for us hitting-wise.
Anybody that started the season out slow and kind of developing right now and playing some great ball right now?
Well, yeah, Jake was struggling a little bit offensively, and he really came to life the last couple games. And Brian had 4 hits last game, which was good to see him going. He's such a weapon when he's on base. And we haven't seen a huge drop off or anything from the guys who started hot, so that's been good to see as well. Like some of the guys that, I still think Chase has probably got another gear yet. Like he's got great stats right now, and but I think if you asked him, he probably would tell you he's not hit his peak yet. So I think we've got lots of room to grow yet, but we've seen some good things.
Now you're taking on Mayville, a team out of the Flyaway Conference, and they've got a decent record on the season. So what do you know about them? And I think you already know who's pitching against you. And what do you know about the pitcher that you're going to be facing today?
No, not a whole lot. I don't think we saw them last year. They always battle us. Like we played them last year, and they were young, and they're a little bit more experienced and a better team this year. And last year they gave us some trouble. Like we had to come back in that game to win. And Corey's always got them playing hard. They've got, they got a couple solid pitchers at the top of the rotation, and they got kids that can hit. They seem to always have kids that can, hit for some power. And I know Corey's son is a big time base stealer too. So they'll be a good challenge for us. It's nice to play good teams in the area. So.
Okay, Coach Will, thanks for your time here before the game. Good luck against Mayville today.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, Travis Hall joining us, getting set now again. We're at Gerald E. Thompson Field. I moved it over here instead of Mayville today, so it's nice for us as we get to be inside. But we'll be back with more of our pregame show right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no
planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Okay, we are back at the Gus and ready to play some baseball. This gives you the starting lineups for the Waupun Warriors. Chase Beam, normally behind the plate, out on the mound today. He's got a great arm, right-handed pitcher. He's going to be pitching for Waupun to start out. Jonas Buckles is behind the plate catching. Jake Krieger over at first base. Second baseman is Landon Richter. Logan Prawl, he is the shortstop. Graham Gopalin over at third base. And left to right in Wapun's outfield, Trey Schmidt, Bryant Ferris, and Brennan Rediker. Batting order for the Mayville Cardinals, Bobby Held, the coach's son, will be starting out here today. He's their shortstop. Then he'll be followed by Blake Peterson, then Austin Thoresen. Cleanup batter is Weston Teeters. After that is Kevin Keller, Tanner Schneider, Brady Zitlow, Logan Sarita, and Joe Promersberger. And that's the batting order for the Mayville Cardinals. He said very happy to have this game right here inside this nice it's comfortable booth. As long as we're out of the wind is the main thing. Don't even have the heaters on up here, so things are ready for some baseball here at the Gus and Waupun.
Yeah, the temperature's not the bigger deal. It's the wind that gets you, wears you down, beats you up.
And we are ready to play some baseball. Bobby Held again, the leadoff batter for the Cardinals, up at the plate, right-handed hitter. Nice, a fastball by Beam, painting the outside part of the plate for a called strike one.
Buckles, he's done some catching, not a lot, but he's He's got experience back there. He's plays a number of positions, so
it's always good to have that as a baseball
Yes.
player. You're always going to kind of find a spot somewhere if you're pretty versatile. Been some real nice utility players that have see him all over the field, out in the outfield, playing any spot in the infield, and it's not easy to find a catcher though. All the guys that want to do that or can do that well. That's fouled back into the screen. Puts the count at 2-2. Yep, I'm Steve Waterhack. Got Randy Armgill with me. Got Big Nate Young doing the video streaming and producer of today's presentation. 2-2 pitch. That's going to miss. Got Ben Galen up here too, and they always get you can get some information from Scott too, and up here. So we got the whole panel of experts. This one is hit up the middle on a 3-2 pitch. Leadoff hit for Bobby Held to get things going for Mayville.
get that no-hitter out of the way early so you don't have to think about that, worry about that.
Lucas Bresser, it's Lucas Bag of Peanuts Bresser is up here too, and he always gives us his 2 cents worth. So we got anything we need information on, we can get it from somebody up here. And happy birthday to, this is down to the, gets past Buckhouse and back to the backstop, and that allows the runner to get to second base. So a good start here for Mayville. But Bob Spanbauer celebrating a birthday today. We haven't found out what it is. We're guessing. Some people we have him anywhere from 75 to 60 right now. We're not sure how old he is. So we got to narrow it down.
He looks good for 75. I know that.
Yeah. Do you want to be a good-looking 75-year-old or a slightly older-looking 60-year-old? I don't know. So Bobby's got to get here and defend himself.
I know Bob graduated in 83, so I'm thinking that's going to make him 60. He's either has to be 59 or 60. I'm guessing 60.
That'd be right around that time. So 60, we got that 60. Yeah.
Good pitch there.
Left-handed hitter Blake Peterson up to bat with that runner at second base. Nobody out, runner at second. 1-1 pitch to Peterson.
Sun peeking out now, bright out there.
Peterson batting .348 on the season so far. Yeah, it felt like a Monday. Everything felt like a Monday today. It just was mostly cloudy. It was a little rainy in the morning when I went into work. Ate too much at Easter yesterday, and that was my stomach wasn't right all day today after that. How'd your Easter go? You got down by Austin? And
we did.
Page?
We had Easter and baptism.
Oh, that's right.
Of my newest grandson.
There's a strike. That is now 3-2 to the batter, Peterson.
So we had church services at Sun Prairie and then baptism of my 4-month-old grandson, Archer.
And misses outside. Now runners at first and second base with nobody out yet, and that'll bring up Austin Thorson to the plate. Austin batting .478 on the season. Yeah, I fed everybody in my house. I don't have a huge house, and I had 26 people in my house yesterday. That was takes the first pitch. Yeah, it's a called strike, but we fit them all in. We had 11 of the 26 were anywhere from age 3 years old up to 12 years old. But it seemed to work. Never felt like we were jammed in there, and had a really nice day.
Did you eat in shifts, or did you eat all at the same time?
Well, we kind of did because some of the people actually had an Easter meal earlier. So they thought, well, I don't really want to eat right away at 5 o'clock when they ate at 1 o'clock. So it kind of just worked out that way. But I got a table that expands. It's a really nice dining room table. Like, you can put about 12 to 14 people there. So chopper over towards shortstop, and Prawl gets it, flicks it over to second base, get the out there, and then it's going to get past the recipient to Krieger over at first base, and that's going to bring in a run.
Yeah, it'll be down as a fielder's choice, and I think we have to give an error to Richter on the throw.
We'll get down to the dirt with that one, and a little ways from the first baseman Krieger over there. That allows a run to come in. Waupun digging a 1-0 hole here to get things going here in this ball game. They've got their cleanup batter, Weston Teeters, comes to the plate. what Teeters is doing. About 556 they got him at for a batting average. That's a pretty nice average for a cleanup batter.
Yeah, big solid kid.
Yeah, it looks like a cleanup batter.
Got a good base underneath them big legs.
Yeah, it is hit in the air, but it's going to make its way out of play over on the first base side. So just that runner at first base with one run in. Kevin Keller awaiting on deck. Throw to first. That was low, and it does squirt by, and the runner's going to head over to second base.
Going to third, I bet.
Oh, boy, he's heading over to third base. Kind of hesitated at the beginning of the whole thing, but easily makes it that he's standing up over at third base. So a couple bad throws are giving Jake a workout over at first base, throwing these balls down in the dirt and just rockets over there. And that allows the runner to get over to third base. Not a great start here for Waupun. Runner in, only one down, and runner standing at third base. Your cleanup batter up 0-2 count, though, on Teeters. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for my little network of people to get the word out for me. Big swing and a miss on some heat from Beam, so a strikeout on Teeters. Puts 2 outs on the board, and that'll bring up Kevin Keller to the plate.
Yeah, high fastball there above the hands and able to get Teeters to chase.
And one pitch, and that's head out towards center field. That's going to get past Waupun's center fielder out there with Brian Ferris, and brings a run in, and that gets Keller all the way to second base. He is their RBI leader. He just added another one to his list. That's his 11th RBI in the season. Nice struck ball, though, that shoots the center fielder Brian Ferris.
Yeah, it's tough to get balls past Ferris, and that ball was hit well into the wind too, and just carried. Line drive.
Let's say a foul ball off the bat of Tanner Schneider. Count is 0-1, so a nice start here for Mayville, getting a couple runs in on the Warriors. Flyway Conference always a tough conference. Always some good battles. You're pretty much battle tested by the time you come out of that conference in a lot of different sports.
Campbell Sport in there as well. There's another.
And that's going to make over the glove of shortstop Logan Prawl, and that's going to bring another run in, an RBI single off the bat of Tanner Schneider. And these guys are jumping early in the count and getting some RBIs now, leading this game 3-0.
Maybe those games against Berlin did not help this team at all.
Probably
don't face any challenges at all in those games, and then you see a better team tonight.
Well, that game against Jefferson, they had trouble getting the bats going against definitely a better team and a very well-coached team over there with Jefferson. So, yeah, getting tested. It's been a week since they've been tested, and they right now failing that test down 3-0. We'll see how they do with the bats in their hands. That'll be the big test for them, too. They have a 3-hole deficit to start things out. Called strike. Pitch moving right into the outside part of the plate on that pitch from Beam. Brady Zitlow up now, the third baseman for the Cardinals. Another strike with a fastball right on the inside part of the plate.
Very vocal home plate umpire. He's to tell if it's a ball or a strike. He lets you know.
It's popped in the air, and it's going to make its way out of play on the first base side. Brady batting .231 on the season. So runner at first, 3 runs in. Kind of jams him on that one, a slow roller, and heading over to cover. Well, just take it himself. Good job there by Jake Krieger getting the out, but not before the damage is done. They get 3 hits in the inning. 3 runs come in. And Waupun now trailing 3-0 only after a half inning of play here at the Gus. We'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 1 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Happy draft week, Steve. Doing something special here for the draft coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll probably have some reporters staying down here, I'm guessing, too. But come in and check the draft out. The first round on Thursday, we'll be running some meat raffles with some 1 through 10 cards. Way to just kind of make some things fun. We'll have some beer specials, some other things. Andy's going to be running the show that night, so don't know what's going to happen, but it'll be fun.
Watch the Brewers, watch the Bucks playoff run, all down here at the other bar.
Yep, we got plenty of big TVs, high-definition TVs to come check it out. Bucks will play better, hopefully. Brewers are a fun team to watch sometimes. It's neat to watch now, so come down and check out the games, and we'll always have good stuff and cold beer and great food.
And, of course, great specials, including your Friday fish fry.
Yep, Friday all-day fish fry starts at 11 o'clock. Call in early. Everybody likes to call us at 5 o'clock. We can't serve the whole town in 20 minutes, so we'll take orders for the evening starting at 11 o'clock, so call us early if you want to get a slotted time, and we'll help you out.
Have a great week, Steve. Thank you.
You too. Thanks, Nick. Go Pack.
Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Okay, we're back at the Gus. Great start there from Mayville, getting 3 hits, also a walk out there, and then they get 3 runs across home plate, so we'll see what Waupun can answer right away. Let's take a look at Waupun's batting order. Graham Gopalin has been hitting well here this season so far. He's leading off, now moved himself into that leadoff position. Landon Richter is batting second, followed by Logan Prawl. Chase Beam, the cleanup spot. Jake Krieger batting fifth, followed by Brennan Redeker, Brian Ferris, Trey Schmidt, and Jonas Buckles, the batting order for Waupun. Kevin Keller on the mound, right-handed pitcher for Mayville. First pitch is going to miss off the plate away for ball 1. Tanner Schneider behind home plate. Weston Teeters is the first baseman. Austin Thoresen over at second. Bobby Held is the shortstop. Brady Zitlow, he is over at third base. Out in the outfield, left to right, you got Joe Promersberger, Blake Peterson, and Brent Seiler. 2-0 the count now. Graham Gopalin at the plate. See, that one also misses, makes it a 3-0 count. Our officials today, Mike Foyt, you're familiar with Mike. You've seen him around.
Yeah, he's worked games for me here when I schedule Legion.
4 straight balls into Graham Gopalin, issued a walk, and also out on the bases is Todd Resniak.
The wind is completely switched now. It was blowing out. Blowing straight towards right field corner.
Yeah, we haven't done a game where it was calm here. It's been breezy, meaning excessively windy, everyone. This is hit. That's going to make it out to right field, and a one-pitch hit there for Landon Richter. So Waupun starting out well. Walk, he got a base hit. Runners at first and second. He's got to find a way to get those runs across home plate. You got Logan Prawl coming up to bat now for Waupun. Logan, so far in the season, batting .458. Swinging a good bat in that number 3 slot.
Nice job by Richter right there. The outside pitch, he took it the opposite direction. Able to put it in play just out of the reach of the second baseman.
Pass ball right down the middle, no offer from Logan. That's Bob Spanbauer's, when he talks about Landon Richter, they call him Diddy. He says one thing that he goes, Diddy can hit. He said he's a hitter out there, and he showed it there, just one pitch, and took, like you said, went with a pitch and got himself a base hit. There's one inside that also catches the inside part of the plate, makes the count now 0-2 to Logan Prawl. Check to second. Here's the pitch, and that is hit out towards right field, and that's going to bring in a run for Waupun. They're going to get it in, and an RBI single off the bat of Logan Prawl. So Waupun with a nice hot start here in the ball game. That brings Gopalin in from second base. Richter gets all the way over to third base. Runners at the corners now for Waupun with nobody out, and cleanup batter Chase Beam coming into the plate.
Another very good approach with 2 strikes on. Prawl going the opposite direction at right center field. That's when you know guys are seeing the ball well, when they can make those adjustments.
Yeah, runner going, they're gonna go for it, and that's gonna make its way out to center field. And Prahl's gonna try to get over to third as a run scores. Comes the throw, and sliding in safely is Prahl, and Waupun has now put a couple runs on the board. Richter makes his way home.
This may be one of those games, Steve. Hope you didn't have any plans for this evening. Envision a 22-18 game or something like that.
This is hit deep out towards right fielder. Right fielder
Carrying.
Seiler is the ball keeps on moving, makes it all the way to the fence out there. Beam at second, rounding second, heading to third base as Logan Prahl comes in. Here goes the throw to third, not in time, and an RBI triple for Chase Beam. A little dance over at third base. Wow. The bats are going. I guess if we wondered if Waupun could get things going offensively, a little slow start defensively. But, man, everybody getting in the act here as we start things out. Nobody out yet. Runner at third, 3 runs in. We got a 3-3 contest. And Jake Krieger, who's been hitting real well lately, up to bat. That's going to miss off the plate to Jake. That's one of the names that Coach mentioned in the pregame about how his bat has been coming around here lately. Ooh, one high and inside. Yeah, Krieger batting .348 now on the season. Comes the 2-0 pitch, a called strike. The fastball from Kevin Keller.
Waupun wearing their gold tops, black pants. Some of the guys have the stockings on. Kind of reminds you of the Pirates.
It's picked up by the shortstop, Bobby Held, to get that first out, but not before a run comes in and Waupun takes the lead. So an RBI there for Jake Krieger, thrown out at first base. 4-3 now Waupun here, and we're just in the bottom half of inning number 1, and that'll bring up Brendan Redeker to the plate. Brendan batting 182 so far. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled. Out of play over on the right field side. You sit and watch any of that NFL draft coming up. It's coming up on Thursday. Green Bay's all ready to host that. And
yeah, that's a kind of a big deal, I guess. I saw something. They said they might be expecting 250 to 300,000 people.
They didn't quite have the big boon that they thought they were going to get with hotel rooms and maybe having campers come in over to the EAA grounds and everything. Redeker stays alive by fouling off the next pitch, keeps the count at 1-2. They thought maybe even down in this area in Fond du Lac they were expecting to get something, but they really haven't felt any impact with it in Fond du Lac.
Huh.
Goes over the head of Redeker. Puts the count now at 2-2.
I would think Lambeau would be a destination, even if for the New York people and the California people. It's a iconic place to go to.
From as well off the plate makes the count 3-2. Yeah, you were at Detroit last year, and what history does Detroit have with that field there? None. When you come to Green Bay and Lambeau Field, it's kind of the shrine of football in the NFL. Comes a 3-2 pitch, and they get him on the outside part of the plate. Going down looking is Brendan Redeker.
Too close to watch. It was, right on the edge.
Did a good job kind of working himself back into that count and got him in the end. Brian Ferris coming up to the first pitch, had his drilled out to right center field, and Bryant surrounding first, heading to second base. Here comes the throw over to second. Is going to be off the mark, not in time, and a stand-up double for Bryant Ferris. Man, we keep on rocking here for Waupun.
We talked about offense maybe being the thing that Waupun needed to improve their season at, and right now, boy, just driving everything.
Yeah, like you said, they got the best pitchers for Mayville. Probably not pitching tonight. They've got big conference games coming up against St. Mary Springs tomorrow and on Thursday. So, want to stay in the thick of things. They'll be against a team that's right around their record on the season. Fastball's going to pitch high into Schmidt.
Waupun has Ripon tomorrow. They're at Ripon and then home against Ripon on Thursday. Conferences do that. You play the same team in 2 days normally, so you can't just load up with your best pitcher.
This pitch is fouled out of play. And ideally, that's the best way for it to work, and it doesn't always work out that way weather-wise. Sometimes you get a rain out, and you're playing later on, and they can use that pitcher a couple times if that's the guy that has the number of the team that you're trying to knock off. But I like it with that if it works out well. And one bouncer right back to the pitcher. Runner does advance to that's the third out. So we got 8 batters that came up for Waupun. Schmidt getting thrown out on the ground, but not before Waupun comes up with 4 hits in the inning and 4 runs across the plate. Waupun leading this game 4-3. Back with the top of inning number 2 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders brake clouds and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small.
Okay, sorry about a little glitch there, but we've got that fixed. It should be good the rest of the game now. And a hit out off the bat of Sarita out to right center field, and a nice job by Brian Ferris covering the ground that you want out of your center fielder. Hauls it in for the out. Well hit ball, but better play by Brian Ferris with a good jump on the ball. That brings up number 9 in the batting order, Joe Promersberger, coming up, the left fielder.
That wasn't the easiest catch right there, Ferris. It'll go a long ways.
Plus, you got that wind factor.
I know.
You got to play it. You got to overplay it because it's moving away from you.
Those gusts they have to be 30 miles an hour minimum right now.
This pitch is fouled out of play. 0-2 the count now in Promersberger with Bobby Held, the leadoff number 1 batter in the batting order, waiting on deck for Mayville. Of course, they had a great first inning, too. Swing and a miss. That one's going to squirt away from Buckhouse, and Promersberger is going to make it over to first base. He offered on that one, but it got away from Buckhouse and back to the backstop, and that allowed him to get to first. So that brings the top of the order up, and Bobby Held, he got on with a single back in the first inning and scored. Strike 1 of the first pitch into Held.
Held able to score the first run of this game.
Yeah, the one bouncer, they're getting the runner taken off on that one, so he gets the second easy enough, but they do get the runner at first base. So you got a runner now at second base and 1 down. 2 down.
2 outs.
Two down, yeah, 2 down.
Should be 3.
Should be.
We had a strikeout that allowed Promise Berger to get to first. Now he's standing on second base.
Yeah, Peterson now, he got walked back in the first inning. And I'm getting tossed out over on his way to second base. That wouldn't be a bad deal, trying to see if we can get a couple guys down in the top of the order before they score a run here. And it's a little bit easier when you get into the next inning. And that's going to make it out between short and third base. And runners now at the corners here for Mayville. So making the most of their opportunities here with 2 down.
Both teams finding their stroke at the plate. Lots of hits in this game already. Only an inning and a half in.
You know, a lot of these guys doing it early in the count, too, jumping on things early. We go Austin Thorson coming up. Got him with a fielder's choice back in the first and also scored. Yeah, we've got another game coming up this week, a softball game coming up on Thursday over at Jerry Meadema Field. And this is hit out into short right center field, backing up and got it in. Good job there by Landon Richter. You never know what that wind, what was going to do to him, spin him around, but he hauls it in short right center field. And Waupun dodges the bullet. They do strand a couple runners, Mayville does. And after 1.5 innings, Waupun leading this game 4-3 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Back with the bottom half of inning number 2 right after this on RP Sports.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out on...
Okay, we are back, and it's the bottom of the second inning. Waupun leading 4-3. Waupun shuts the door on Mayville, threatening in the top of the inning. Hold on to lead 4-3. Jonas Buckhouse up first, number 9 in the batting order, followed by the top of the order, Graham Gopalin and Landon Richter. First 3 batters of the bottom of the second for Waupun. Pitch is going to miss low and away, makes the count 2-1.
Pretty good curveball on the prior pitch. Buckles backing out, dumped right into the middle of the strike zone.
Going to miss 2 and laying off makes the count 3-1. And Kevin Keller on the mound for Mayville. A non-conference battle between the East Central Conference and the Flyway Conference. Called strike on the next pitch makes it a 3-2 count for Jonas. And that bounces over the pitcher's head, but backing him up is Held. Throws a strike to first. Nice job getting there in a hurry right in front of second base by Bobby Held. He's one of those pretty confident shortstops out there, pretty solid, coach's kid. So 1 up, 1 down, top of the order, nobody on, and Graham Gopalin comes up. He got on with a walk. I think 4 straight balls to him back in the first inning. Called strike on the first pitch in.
Uniforms are fluttering in the wind. Flag is straight out. Trees and the pine trees in the background waving.
Oof, that one would be over the top and behind the back, actually, of Graham Gopalin. Got away from Keller a little bit. And we're just kind of used to, we wouldn't know it if to have a game with no wind. We're just, everything's been pretty breezy, to say the least. Yeah, the game on Thursday, I'm actually, like I said, I've got a game with Waupun Lady Warrior Softball at Jerry Meadham Field. They're taking on KML, which is a big game in the conference. And my color commentator will not be Randy that night. It'll be Yvette Navis, the coach's daughter. Swing and a miss on the next pitch in to Graham Gopalin, former pitcher, back when Waupun made it to the state tournament. Got runner-up there, and Yvette's going to join me for that game.
Big city girl now.
Oh, yeah. She moved from Nashville to New York. Line drive right at the shortstop Bobby Held. 2 up, 2 down. And Landon Richter will come up. Landon just waited for one. He's only seen one pitch at the plate, and he hit that one for a base hit out to right field. He also scored in that first inning. And went the same direction, but this one right at the second baseman. Austin Thorson throws to first, gets the out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Mayville defensively. And after 2 complete, Waupun still in the lead now, 4-3. Back with the top of the third after this on RP Sports.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
We are back at the Gus. Steve Waterhack and Randy Armgood with you. Waupun comes up empty. Both teams coming up empty here in the second inning after they both scored numerous runs in the first inning. And coming up this inning for the Mayville Cardinals, their cleanup batter, Weston Teeters, followed by Kevin Keller, the pitcher, and Tanner Schneider. 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order. Teeters struck out back in the first inning. Heat there from Beam, no offer from Teeters. Strike 1.
I would think Waupun would like to go as long as they can with Chase Beam.
Yeah. This has popped out towards right field, and coming in the right fielder, Brennan Redeker hauls it in for the out. Yeah, Brewer's been fun to watch lately, and see how they do. Oh, there's the birthday boy stepping in. We had a survey about how old you were, and I. Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah, okay. I was going to put it all on the bag of peanuts down there, but. The 60s, baby.
60.
Oh, man. We're hearing too much out of bag of peanuts down there. So
good curveball right there from Beam.
Yeah, Keller just froze on that one. Count is now 1-2 to Kevin Keller, the pitcher for the Cardinals. And this is head out towards right field. Redeker, well, he takes a little step off to his left and back and hauls it in right at him on the line out to right field. And that'll bring up Tanner Schneider to the plate. He's their catcher. He had an RBI single back in the first inning.
Yvette Novice, what year was that when she was... What year did she graduate? That's my trivia question.
Yeah, maybe somebody that's on the chat line can tell us.
Family's listening in.
Yeah, you can let us know that. That was quite the team. Taylor Brown had a really nice team, and they were kind of built for the way that Coach Hagstrom kind of coached. He liked that little small ball and trying to bunt all the time, and that was a team that could do it. And to get to the championship game, they kind of a little squeeze play to get that run and end up winning the game for Waupun. Another one popped out over on the right field side, foul territory, giving chase is Beam and Redeker, but that one just kind of blows away from them and falls harmlessly to the ground.
I thought.
Yeah, that was 2015? Was that long ago?
10 years already.
Holy cow, how can that be?
Krieger may have had a chance at that ball when it was... But the wind, again, pushing it away from him, he had to go a long ways.
I think his sister would have got that one. She's fast enough to get there. I think she's a little quicker over there. So
track star.
She's a track star. She probably would have got that one.
Twin sister.
Here goes Jake, hauls it in, flicks it over to Beam covering first base, and Waupun with a 3-up, 3-down defensive inning now against Mayville. And we'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 3 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Protect your New Holland equipment and optimize your performance in the field with genuine New Holland maintenance products. New Holland oils and filters are designed specifically for New Holland equipment so you can achieve our high performance standards in the field. And by choosing genuine New Holland maintenance products, you'll not only protect your equipment, you'll also boost its performance and productivity. Visit Waupun Equipment Company, also in Watertown, and see for yourself why genuine New Holland oils and filters are the right choice for your equipment.
Attention neuropathy sufferers, I've got some good news for you. Hello friends, this is Dr. Randall Blahoviak from New Medical Center. Do you have numbness, tingling, or burning in your feet? Does it feel like you are always walking around on a balled up sock? Have you stopped doing the things you love because the pain in your feet makes it impossible? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you may have neuropathy. Over 25 million Americans are currently dealing with this crippling disease, and just like you, most of them are frustrated with the lack of effective treatments that are available. Well, that ends today. At New Medical Center, we have successfully treated thousands of neuropathy patients, not only slowing or stopping the progression of this devastating condition, but in many cases reversing it. If you are tired of taking dangerous medications that only numb the senses and do nothing to treat your actual disease, it's time to see the doctors at New Medical Center, where we've designed a treatment plan to address the causes of neuropathy. Don't lose hope. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 now for more information or to schedule an appointment. Or check us out on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Okay, we are back at the Gus. So many things discussed during, we should almost have ourselves mic'd, but maybe not during the off times here. But we got the birthday boy himself, the big 6-0 for Bobby. So, guy that's definitely loves his baseball. Assistant coach on the Legion team and a longtime assistant coach on the high school team, too.
Former head coach of the Legion team years ago.
Prawl up the bat, called strike on the next pitch in, puts the count at 1-2. Logan got behind in the count last time he was at bat, but then got himself an RBI single and also scored in the first inning. Sharply hit ball at the third baseman. Nice job by Zitlow to get down, throws it across the field and gets the out. His textbook stop there, getting down on a knee, making sure that ball doesn't get by you, hauls it in and gets the out at first. So 1 up, 1 down now for Waupun.
Yeah, all of our scoring coming in the first inning for both teams.
Chase Beam coming up to the plate now. He had a triple. blasted one out to right field, made it out to the fence, and got himself all the way to third base and RBI with that, too, with Prawl on the bases at that time. Big, strong young man, Chase Beam. He was already a full-grown man at his freshman year already. Quarterback on the football team. Hockey player. Didn't get down to the rink to watch any high school games. This one is going to make it past a diving third baseman out to left field. A one-out base hit for Chase Beam, 2 for 2 in the game. Sharply hit ball there off the bat of Beam. It'll bring up Jake Krieger. And with a walk back in the first inning.
We're going to have Owen Ferrari.
Ferrari?
Ferrari, okay.
Like the car, right?
Yes, okay, like the car. Coming in to run for Beam. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. I wonder why I say the pitcher, because you have different guys for pitchers and catchers, and when you're umpiring, you always have to record that, make sure they don't use the same person.
Yeah, you got your little booklet you got.
Yes, they do.
Just you have to keep track of that, or is somebody out there, the base ump too, or just the home plate umpires?
Just the plate umpire is the official scoring lineups. And
fastball right down Main Street there for Krieger.
Just can't have the same guy in the same inning run for both, I think, right? Like you could have someone else run for Chase next time.
yeah, there's a few intricacies involved with it, and good pitch there.
Then you want to add some more stuff to it. Then you go to try to do a softball game sometime with it deflects the designated player.
Yeah, you can't courtesy run and then enter the game in the same inning. That's one of the things.
A slow roller over towards shortstop. Bobby held there, flicks it over to second, over to first base, and safe at first base. So that will retire Chase Beam off the base pass, and Krieger gets on with the fielder's choice, or a little late on that throw over there. So runner at first base yet for Waupun, but now 2 down.
That's Krieger showing off that speed.
Right
we
there.
Talked about that. Him and his twin sister, JC, I believe her name is, and I hope I have that right. And JC, she's a track gal. I believe she's been at the state tournament in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's competed there. Remember that when they had that on the internet and they celebrating that opportunity. Nice to get them back again in the senior year for them and their bunch over there. They've got a great track program here in Waupun. A lot of people qualifying for state every year. Called strike on the next pitch. Makes the count now 2-1 to Brennan. Went down looking, strikeout victim back in the first. 2-1 pitch now from Kevin Keller on the way. And a strike on the next pitch.
That is about the exact same location that he went down looking on the prior at-bat.
He was going to flick his bat towards on a 3-2 pitch. He was ready to head to first.
Yeah, outside edge, going to protect.
Here's the 2-2 pitch, and runner going, and a throw over there. Krieger safe over at second base. So they got that runner out there in scoring position. And a 3-2 count again for Brennan. Worked himself just where he was last back in the first inning. Opportunity is there, and this is hit out towards right field. And that's going to make it all the way up the hit off the fence, actually. That's going to bring a run in. Redeker gets over to second base, but that one banged off the bottom of the fence. Nice job in that. Got the little dance over at second base for Brennan Redeker as he gets himself an RBI 2-out double.
That was well hit. That almost got out.
It just kept on going. That's one of those balls definitely affected by the wind. And
did not have a lot of elevation either. Fairly line drive and able to carry.
So that brings up Brian Ferris to the plate with that runner in scoring position.
It's still stolen base by Krieger came in huge there,
Yeah.
able to score on that.
Bryant had a double himself, and this one is hit high in the air over to in the infield towards the first baseman, and hauling it in. He is Weston Teeters, so that'll retire Waupun here in the third inning, but not before they get a couple of hits. An RBI off the bat of Brennan Redeker, and Waupun now leading this game 5-3 after 3 complete. Back with the top of the fourth inning after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Don't chance it and find yourself asking, where's the heat? Get on our furnace maintenance plan now to prevent a furnace malfunction or a heating headache. Need a brand new American Standard furnace? We do that too. Call 920-763-2301, allphasecomforts.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Okay, here we go. Top of the fourth inning. Waupun gets a run in the bottom of the third to take a 5-3 lead. And number 7, 8, 9 in the batting order coming up for the Mayville Cardinals, starting with Brady Zitlow. After that, Logan Sarita and Joe Promersberger. First pitch is hit out towards left field right at Trey Schmidt. A step or two to get to the ball, hauls it in for out number 1. Logan Sarita coming up the DH. He popped out to center field. I think that's the one that Brian Ferris had to run quite a ways to get.
Yeah.
So
right center, yeah. Got a little push from the wind. Ferris had to really get after it.
Fools him on the first pitch. Kind of a weak swing there by Sarita for strike 1.
This first inning tonight took forever, and now game moving along quickly.
Backs out of that one, and that's a strike. Strike 2. No offer from Sarita on that one. Comes the 0-2 pitch now from Chase Beam. Oh, bends that one right in. Nasty little pitch there, and a swing and a miss on 3 pitches. Sarita retired, strikeout victim, and 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up Joe Promersberger. So I want to say congratulations to Amy Van Galen for her retirement. A big gathering downtown Waupun to celebrate that. It was good to see somebody get out of the working ranks.
Well, she's not 60. Able to get out early.
Yeah, good for her. And she was totally surprised. Scott did a good job hiding that.
She told me that, just talking to her that night, she said, she planned for this for a lot of years and able to get out in her 50s.
Strike on the next pitch in, makes the count 2-1 now to Promersberger.
So, my congratulations as well to Amy Van Galen. Woo.
It's hit out towards center field, backing up, and getting underneath it is Brian Ferris, hauls it in for the out, so a 3-up, 3-down inning here for Waupun defensively again for the second inning in a row. And Waupun now leading a 5-3 as we head into the bottom of inning number 4 right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online.
Okay, here we go. Bottom of inning number 4. Steve and Randy with you here from the Gus in Waupun. Everything all settled down with pitching for both teams, really. After the 4-3 ball game in the first inning, all those runs scored, and only one run after that. Waupun scoring last inning. Trey Schmidt up first, number 8 in the batting order, followed by Jonas Buckholz, and back to the top of the order with Graham Gopalin after that.
Schmidt grounded out to the pitcher, his last at bat. That's well hit.
And that is hit up the middle for a leadoff base hit off the bat of Trey Schmidt. So a runner at first base, nobody out, and that'll bring up Jonas Buckholz. He grounded out to the shortstop his last at bat. Still on the mound for Mayville, Kevin Keller. Both these teams will be playing a big conference game coming up tomorrow. Waupun taking on Ripon tomorrow. And this one is shot right out to right field. And that's going to let Trey Schmidt get all the way over to third base. Nice job of hitting going opposite field off the bat of Buckholz. He's got himself a little, maybe trying to draw a throw or there's something, I'm not sure. But a nice job of hitting there by Jonas Buckholz. Boy, you get back-to-back base hits by number 8 and 9 in your batting order. That sets up the top of the order with Graham Gopalin coming up to the plate.
And we are going to have, this is Landon Dirksen coming in to be a courtesy runner for Buckholz, the catcher. Landon had a big hit in one of the games. Was that the one you did?
Yeah, the winning hit in the ball game against Jefferson last week, Monday. So. You see production, Landon's played a lot of baseball in his young life already. Definitely a baseball guy.
I can remember Landon and his little brother playing back here just out in the field when they were 5 and 6, 7 years old. Just always had a glove and a ball in their hands.
Well, and he takes off. They set up the play, but that didn't work for him at all with coming in with the and that does score a run from third base. Tried to do that with the shortstop coming up right behind the pitcher, but good jump off the base from Trey Schmidt. He easily scores, and Waupun now leads 6-3.
And Buckholz safe at second. I should say Dirksen is in for Buckholz.
I saw those brothers when they were real young, too, and they were over at their grandma's house, over at Jane's house over I'd see him out there, and he was helping his younger brother. They were really young, just hitting off tees and things at that time, and helping him and guiding him through his younger baseball years. But those guys always, every time I seen them, it was always guys playing baseball.
Yeah, I was worried about them a little bit. They'd be back here when their brother was playing way back in the day, and then I thought they're little and they're throwing hard baseballs, just firing them at each other from 20 feet away. I thought, one of those kids is going to get hurt, but no, they're tough. They're fine. Just leave them alone. They'll be fine.
Seen them both play basketball too. I know that Mr. Dirksen does. Landon does a great job on the JV team, basketball team, and is their point guard on the team. Big cut on that one from Gopalin, fouled back.
That got home plate umpire. Looks like he's going to be fined. Like a little shot there.
You could not get me to go back there and do what you do behind home plate.
I've been staying clean all year so far, so don't jinx me with anything. I have not had anything catch me with any.
Ooh, coming high tight on that fastball from Keller, and swinging a miss there from Gopal, and puts the count out at 3-2. You've been I've seen you get pretty bruised up though, with some pretty hellacious bruises from behind the plate. 3-2 count, and here's a swing and a miss going, again, kind of the same spot there, and going down swinging is Gopalin. So he is retired. That's one down. Runner at second base, and like Bobby says, Diddy hits. Yeah. Landon Richter at the plate now for Waupun. This pitch is going to miss inside for ball one.
Landon has started on and off since his freshman year. He started a lot of games as a freshman here in Waupun. Second base.
Yeah, some of these guys had already played in their freshman year, getting appearances, and sometimes you think are they in their fifth year or something? Have been here forever. Those super seniors. 2-0 the count now on Landon. 1 for 2 in the ball game at that single, and scored back in the first. This one is bounced over towards third base and through the glove of the third baseman over there, and runner's now safe at first and second base. Started to bring it in, just kind of knocked it down between his feet, and runner safe at first and second.
Heads up base riding by Dirksen. He didn't run into that tag, which could have happened.
And coach making a trip out to the mound. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on RP Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Happy Draft Week, Steve. Doing something special here for the draft coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll probably have some reporters staying down here, I'm guessing, too. But come in and check the draft out. The first round on Thursday, we'll be running some meat raffles with some 1 through 10 cards. Way to just kind of make some things fun. We'll have some beer specials, some other things. Andy's going to be running the show that night, so don't know what's going to happen, but it'll be fun.
Watch the Brewers, watch the Bucks playoff run, all down here at the Other Bar.
Yep, we got plenty of big TVs, high-definition TVs to come check it out. Bucks will play better, hopefully. Brewers are a fun team to watch sometimes. It's neat to watch now, so come down and check out the games, and we'll always have good stuff and cold beer and great food.
And, of course, great specials, including your Friday Fish Fry.
Yep, Friday all-day fish fry starts at 11 o'clock. Call in early. Everybody likes to call us at 5 o'clock. We can't serve the whole town in 20 minutes, so we'll take orders for the evening starting at 11 o'clock, so call us early if you want to get a slot of time, and we'll help you out.
Have a great week, Steve. Thank you.
You too. Thanks, Nick. Go back.
Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun.
Okay, we are back. Actually, a pitching change since we went into commercial break, and Austin Thorson, their second baseman, heads into pitch now, right-handed pitcher. First pitcher down in the dirt, and that's going to squirt away from the catcher. Runners advance now to second and third base for Waupun. And Richter over at second base, and you've got Landon Dirksen is over at third base. And Logan Prawl at the plate for Waupun, and that one's going to get hit up the middle for a base hit. That's going to score a couple here for Waupun. They throw it, but that's going to be off the mark and definitely allow the runner to get to second base. Not maybe a great decision on that one. So nice job by Logan, just taking one up the middle and bringing 2 more runs in. He's got 3 RBIs in the ball game already.
Logan, we're going to credit him with a single, went to second on the throw. With a smooth slide, I might add, going into second.
Yeah, whatever Logan does, it's always got a little extra panache to it.
Just slid in easy, popped up. Popped up like a champ.
We'll bring up Chase Beam. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. Had that triple, RBI triple in the first inning, and also had a single in the third inning. Only 1 down for Waupun. Now lead this game 8-3. 3 runs in here this inning.
Sun is out now. Probably feels about 10 degrees warmer if you're on the field. A little sun on your back.
And this is hit high in the air out towards right field. Who knows what the wind's going to do with this? And it's going to get past the right fielder, Seiler out there, if that is Seiler out there yet. And Paul's going to go in and score all the way from second base. And who knows what's going to happen when a ball's put out in right field. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Owen Ferrari back out to do some base running again for the pitcher, Beam.
I said that's true. They're talking about Beam being a dinger away from the cycle here. He's got the hard one out of the way, the triple. That's usually the most difficult to obtain.
See, I said, but there's a reason everybody's up here. Everybody offers a little bit to the table. Good job there by Lucas. Picking up on that. This one down to the dirt and blocked by the catcher, Schneider. And Waupun now with another run in, leading now 9-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Jake Krieger at the plate for Waupun. Looking for his first hit. Got on with a fielder's choice in the 3rd. First inning got on with a walk.
We were a little worried early on. Waupun down 3-0, top of the 1st inning.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's
Yeah,
getting lopsided.
Great start there for Mayville. I thought, man, they came to hit here today. But it was slowed down after that for a while, but Waupun picked up the pace again. And 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This is the 6th batter of the inning for Waupun. I'd say the 7th batter, actually, of the inning. And he's it's a walk on that. So, like I said, that was the 7th batter of the inning. And now runners at first and second base. And that will bring up Brennan Redeker. He got a hold of one out to right field. Made it all the way and hit the fence in right field. Had himself a double and an RBI on that one back in the 3rd inning. Catcher doesn't know where it is right now, but it kind of rolls away as he's looking back towards the backstop. But runners advance to 2nd and 3rd.
Our home plate umpire took that one right in the hand. The left hand.
Must be all right. He got his left hand up showing 3 balls, or 3 fingers on the one hand. Infield kind of playing up right now as Redeker again. A 2-0 count. Another one down to the dirt. Makes the count 3-0. Bryant Ferris awaiting on deck. Taken all the way in the next pitch. Down the middle, called strike, makes it a 3-1 count. A couple runners in scoring position for Waupun. 3-1 pitch and ends up walking Redeker. So bases are loaded for Waupun, and the 9th batter of the inning with just 1 down coming up to the plate now, Bryant Ferris. And that double back in the 1st inning and flew out to the first baseman back in the 3rd inning. 4 runs in here for Waupun.
And Bryant kind of sticking his elbow out on the inside pitch there.
He was trying. He was trying to get his arm out there.
Most umpires are pretty aware of that now. They would be dead ball, but he's going to make you stay at the plate, and that was pretty obvious on that one.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, some of those guys that did that all the time, would always put their little elbow pad on in that front elbow,
which Bryant does have.
Does he have one under there?
Yeah, he's got a guard.
Yep. 3-0 the pitch or the count now for Bryant Ferris. No place to put him. That one's right down the middle, taking all the way, makes it count 3-1. And that is going to make its way off the glove of the shortstop, trying to score 2. They're going to try to get the out with the second run scoring here for Waupun, but everybody's safe out there, and Waupun now puts a couple more across the plate. They lead this game 11-3. Nice job there by Bryant, bringing in a couple more runs for Waupun.
Waupun has batted around the order here in the 4th inning.
And first pitch into Schmidt is hit out towards right field. And that is hauled in by the right fielder right by the fence, but that will bring in another run. Redeker comes in. And now Waupun leading 12-3.
Messing up my book now again.
It always does make it look good. Then you got to change the innings on the top, and that is head out towards left field. And the Halden stayed in the air for a while, but Waupun 7 runs in the inning, and they lead now 12-3 here in this ball game. Went from a close game to just a blowout here at the Gus in Waupun. Be back in just 60 seconds to the top of inning number 5 right after this on RP Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back at the Gus in Waupun. Steve Witterhack, Randy Armgett with you. Big Nate Young on the video streaming. And Waupun lights it up in the bottom of the 4th inning. 7 across the plate, and Waupun now leading 12-3. He's kind of hoping for that extra little run in there and see if he could make a
short this game.
So we're going to go out and celebrate Bob's birthday, I think, don't we? Is that going on? Or
yeah, Bob said he's buying. I don't know.
I know, that's why he said I'm going. Bob's buying.
I don't know if he said that, but I'm going to say it. Anybody within the 20-mile listening area.
It is a milestone birthday, so everybody make their way over to the bowling alley.
You do know, Bob, that you have more years behind you than you have in front of you now. Isn't that a thought?
Okay, here we go. Top of the 5th inning, and we're going to top of the order to start things out for Mayville. Bobby Helda is the steal leader for Mayville. Did we bring that up on the air? I know we talked about it, and Bob showed us on his phone. Bob, whose record did he break? Jacob Shelfeffer back in held that back in 2018.
Let's hit well.
It's hit high in the air out towards left field, and Schmidt ranges off to left center field and calls for it and brings it in for out number 1. So it's good to get that leadoff batter, especially the number 1 guy in the batting order, out to start things out. Blake Peterson steps to the plate now.
I remember Shelfeffer. That kid could fly.
Pitch in, takes a healthy cut at it, but fouls it back. Yeah, some of those names that stand out over in Mayville, the Schroffnagels over there, and Shelfeffers, and I think that's some.
Wellhafer.
And they're all.
You go back to Wellhafer. That was a.
What? Chicky Learing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wirtzes, Lucky and Ludd, and those guys going through there. Lance.
Yeah, I was down in a pool down, where we go down in Florida, down there in Central Florida. And there's some people from Mayville. They went to Mayville High School and graduated a year before. At least the guy did a year before me. And she told us she dated for a little while Lucky Wirtz.
Oh.
Because back in high school, it wasn't recently or anything, so it's just...
That's probably good since he's been married for about 35 years of marriage.
Was that recently? No, that was in high school. She dated him in high school.
When he had hair.
Yeah, and they had that picture of him running track with his hair flowing behind him, like a foot behind him, and loses him on that last pitch into Blake Peterson. So he gets on with a walk with 1 down. And that'll bring up Austin Thorson. Now the pitcher in the ball game steps to the plate.
2018 was that Mayville team we beat to go to state in 2018 in the sectional final here.
Oh, okay. The 2018 was the team that we beat to get to state back in that year. So it's the year that we ended up winning state, right? Yeah. That year? Okay. Had to face Jefferson again in the championship. That was a fun game, dominating game again by the Waupun Warriors. What do you remember about the Mayville game, Bob?
We 10-run them.
10-run ruled the Mayville team to get to state.
Through the first game. I'm pretty sure we 10-run them.
Okay. Well, they had to throw their stud in the first game, which you have to do to get to that championship game. Otherwise, you're not going to get there without having. That's always been the philosophy here in Waupun. When Kevin DeBoer was here, it was always, I've seen teams go the other way with it. Watertown Luther Prep did that over at Schlevy Field, and they brought in they tried to save their stud pitcher to go against Waupun. Well, they weren't in the championship game. They lost. So
saved him for next year.
Yeah. Saved his arm for next year. Yeah. And this is going to go under the glove of Gopalin over at third base. So now runners at first and second base for Mayville.
Yeah. He scored as an error.
So Mayville making some noise here in the inning with 1 down, runners at first and second base. Now you got your cleanup batter up to bat. Weston Teeters up. He's flown out. He's struck out so far in the game. Chops that one over to third base and picked up by Gopal and goes to first and gets the out. Nice job. He came running, charged it hard. Those are a high chopped ball that came over to him, but gets it, throws a strike to first. Runners do advance to second and third, but that puts 2 outs on the board.
That was a very nice play.
And that will bring up Kevin Keller up to bat, who was the starting pitcher.
I was wrong, Steve. That was 2017. I'm sorry.
2017. Yeah. Oh, I was going to make sure. I got to double check before I say anything.
Well, Bob is 60 now. It's hard to get.
Are you 61 really? I don't know because you heard all this false information here.
There's a good pitch. Beam has really settled in and thrown a nice game since that top of that first inning.
Yeah, he's looking rock solid.
Yes.
We beat Jefferson in 2017, 2-1 face Mayville.
Yeah, that one's misses outside on the pitch. Makes the count 1-1.
And Chase, he's doing a nice job. He looks comfortable. He normally doesn't work a lot of innings.
We'll bring some high heat on that. Challenges Keller and a swing and a miss. Puts the count out at 1-2. See if Waupun can shut the door here with runners at second and third. 2 down, a 1-2 count to Kevin Keller. Here's the pitch from Chase Beam. That one bends outside, low and away, makes it count 2-2.
Decent job by Buckles to go out and keep that ball in front of him.
Beam with a 2-2 pitch. Again, misses about the same spot, low and away. Puts the count now at 3-2. See if Chase goes right at him. Tries to blow one by him. Here we go. 3-2 pitch. Brings the heat, but he's going to miss inside, and now bases are loaded. So runners at every base, and that will bring up Tanner Schneider up to bat. Tanner, an RBI single back in the first inning. And he grounded out over to first base back in the third inning.
As long as Beam can come back and throw strikes in this situation, that walk doesn't really hurt you that much. Gives you the force out everywhere, chance for double play ball.
And now we've got Coach Hull making a walk out to the pitcher's mound.
You don't know if this will be a pitching change. I'm thinking he just wants to talk strategy a little bit, make sure everybody's on the right page.
Yeah, not looking to call anybody in. I'll just have a little meeting. Let's take care of business here, get this out, and get her done in the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, what a nice season here for Waupun. It's just always consistently a great program here in town. I always put them up there with the softball team as being the most consistently good teams over for a long time here in Waupun. They're known for their softball and baseball in this town.
Yeah.
Wish they still had a team in the Rock River League. That would have been. Yeah, they are going to. After a discussion, and Chase is going to step down, and we got a pitching change, and I think we got Emmett Hull who's going to come in, maybe to do a little pitching. Let's take a break right now. We'll come back and talk about things. Bases loaded and pitching change here in Waupun. Back after this on RP Sports.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalctr.com.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Don't chance it and find yourself asking, where's the heat? Get on our furnace maintenance plan now to prevent a furnace malfunction or a heating headache. Need a brand new American Standard furnace? We do that too. Call 920-763-2301, allphasecomforts.com.
Okay, we are back. We have a pitching change, and I heard this could happen, that we could see Emmett, even though he's got a shoulder situation. He's got a surgery coming up, but that's on his left shoulder, and he's a right-handed pitcher, so he is on the mound now for Waupun. I'm not sure if he just got a cortisone shot besides to kind of help things ease, because you never know, that glove in your left hand, and you might have to go after a ball as a reaction thing. So here we go. Emmett Hull on the mound now for Waupun. Nice job by Chase Beam. This is the first pitch into Tanner Schneider is chopped down to the ground and foul over on the third base side. Bases are loaded, though, for Mayville, but a 12-3 lead for Waupun on your New Medical Integrated Healthcare scoreboard.
Not sure if Emmett is able to swing a bat or not, but yeah, he looks like he's comfortable on the mound throwing.
This pitch is going to miss off the plate, away from.
I don't know if he's played this season at all. Not that I've seen. He may have. He has not. I'm being told he has not played it this season.
Oh, this is a hit out towards right field. It's going to land in for a base hit, and Going to get the ball in, and 2 runs will score. So we'll single out to right field off the bat of Tanner Schneider. He brings 2 runs in for Mayville. And now a 12-5 ball game in favor of Waupun here in the top of the 5th inning. Nice job there by Schneider. Going opposite field on the line drive to put some more runs on the board for Mayville. And Brady Zitlow up to bat, right-handed hitter for the Cardinals. He gets popped in the infield and right back out to, it looks like Emma Tull getting ready to haul it in right off the mound and hauls it in. But they do get 2 runs in the inning. New pitcher coming in for Waupun, just faces a couple of batters. And Waupun still with a 12-5 lead after 4.5 innings. Waupun's half of inning number 5 coming your way right after this on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Okay, we are back. Another pitching change for Mayville, bringing in Brady Zitlow. A right-handed pitcher in. Everybody just trying to get keep all their good pitchers available for the conference games they have coming up tomorrow. Taking on Ripon on Tuesday, Thursday matchup, and the same thing with St. Mary Springs and Mayville facing each other on Tuesday and Thursday in the Flyway Conference. And Mr. Zitlow will have to face the top of the order for Waupun. You got Graham Gopalin followed by Landon Richter and then Logan Prawl. 3 scheduled batters for Waupun.
Looks like the weather will be fairly decent the rest of the week. Hopefully you can get the games in. There's some showers here and there, but
yeah, rain in the forecast every day, at least a percentage.
A little bit, yeah. I don't think it's going to be terrible.
And Graham Gopalin just kind of gets one out to left center field. Just puts over the top of the shortstop's head and gets himself a leadoff base hit for Waupun. We'll bring up Landon Richter, who is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Has scored a couple times. Had that single back in the first inning. 12-5 the lead now for Waupun. Bringing you the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. Loving that we were inside. It was supposed to be at Mayville today, so hopefully nobody accidentally made that trip over to Mayville to watch the team. The word got out about a little after 1 o'clock today. Pitch is going to miss outside. Runner goes. Gopalin safe at second base.
Graham got a great jump on that. He had that base stolen early. A little bit of a walking lead late and then just took off.
Three and the count now to Diddy. Logan Prawl waiting on deck. Pitch is going to miss low, so 4 straight balls, and now runners at first and second base now for Waupun. Got more baseball to watch. The Brewers play a West Coast trip now out to play the Giants tonight. I think that starts at like 8:45 tonight, first pitch in that ball game.
Brewers have been playing pretty well, putting up some runs.
Yeah. Ooh, and getting hit in the small little back there was Logan Prawl on the first pitch into him. So now bases just like that are loaded here for Waupun.
Yeah, everybody thought the sky was falling when the Brewers played that opening series against the Yankees and just gave up like whatever it was, 40 runs or something.
It was
crazy.
Terrible. First 3 batters up hit home runs off the bat. I thought, what's going on?
They started the season 0-4.
Man, that was terrible. This one is popped up off the bat, a beam in the infield.
Infield fly.
Mason Girth will haul it in for the out. So 1 out for Waupun. The base is still loaded.
Chase might have wanted to go have pizza. He was looking for the gapper or the dinger right there to end this thing.
I'll bring up Jake Krieger. Yeah, he wanted to get that the whole cycle there, but that one does sharply hit ball over to third base to Teeters. And they get him the double play over at first base. So nice job by the guy that was at first base. Teeters makes a nice play.
Waupun's holding here. They're going to see if they can get help that he was off the bag.
They're going to have a little conference here. We're going to do the same. We're going to take a commercial break back after this on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
Okay, we are back. Another pitching change, and we have Landon Richter on the mound. Leaving second base and heading over to pitch now for Waupun, and taking that second baseman spot, Landon Dirksen out there now.
Chase Beam behind the plate.
Yes, Chase stays in the ball game, and Waupun will be facing, I think it's the first time we've seen this guy bat, I think, in the ball. Mason Girth coming up to the plate. Mason now playing over at first base for Mayville, right-handed hitter. Number 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order coming up now for the Cardinals. Trying to curve one in for a strike, but that one's going to miss. Ball one.
And he's a guy that'll pitch to contact, get you ground ball outs.
Sharply hit ball, and a nice job by Graham Gopalin down the line at third base, and they're going to nice diving catch by Graham over there at third base. The delay just kind of held it there before he got the official, but out.
Yeah, there was some question here.
Yeah, he's still
whether he caught it or not.
Kind of doing the same thing Waupun did at the end of the last inning here, and make him kind of stand out there until we get the official call. But now, nice play over there by Graham Gopalin over at third base. That'll bring up Joe Parmersberger up to bat. Struck out, but then got to second base on the ball that got by the catcher. Also has flown out to center field so far in the ball game. His third at bat. Big bender on that one and a swing and a miss from Parmersberger.
Richter, he's deceptively good. He doesn't look overpowering, not a big guy. Look at that stuff.
It just strikes him out in three and catches the inside part of the plate on that one. Nice job there by Landon. And that's now 2 up and 2 down. Top of the order coming up now with Bobby Held. He had a single back in the first and scored, and was also flown out.
A lot of breaking pitches from Richter so far.
This one's going to miss off the plate. Into Held, ball one. And that's hit over again to Gopalin. Ranges over to his left, throws the first in time to get the out. Ooh. And trying to put it back in his hand at Krieger, and it comes out, but that's an out at first base. But 3 up and 3 down, and go into the top of inning number 6. Waupun still leading by a score of 12-5. Back after this on RP Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Okay, we are back at the Gus. Steve and Randy with you. Brady Zitlow still on the mound yet for Mayville, and Waupun will bring to the plate this inning Brennan Redeker, number 6 in the batting order, followed by Brian Ferris and Trey Schmidt, the scheduled batters for Waupun. Brennan had that nice double off the bottom of the fence for an RBI back in the 3rd inning.
Also scored in the 4th inning after he was able to get on with a walk.
Did he come in? He came in. I guess maybe I had the wrong guy marked down.
I believe so.
Okay, fouled that one off. Like I said, my book is always never the official book because I don't do good at it.
Especially when I
try to be better when nobody's here. Then I'm a little more particular.
When they bat around in the innings, it always messes us up too.
Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Redeker to start things out. Nice job there by Zitlow. And Brian Ferris coming up. Brian's also got a couple of hits in the ballgame. A double in the first, a single in the fourth inning. Pitch into him, low and away. Counts 1-0. Yeah, we'll definitely get down to do a few on-field interviews after this ball game. Unless Mayville comes back and just ruins the whole party here tonight. Let's pop back and out of play. Yeah, these April games, you know, the only thing you know you're going to get in April is it's going to be windy. It might, whether it's rainy or sunny or a little bit warmer. Some games, they haven't got a lot of the warm games. Some, heat misses high. Makes it count 3-1.
One thing with the turf, you almost guaranteed you can play even on a rainy day if it rains earlier in the day, even if it rains within an hour of the game.
So chop towards third base, picked
close
up by Teeters, throws across the field, and that's going to get past the first baseman, and Ferris doesn't slow down, heads over
thinking
to
about three.
Second. He's going to take off, and he's heading to third base. Here comes a throw and sliding in. You got very aggressive Bryant Ferris on the base pass, making his way to third base. That is classic and textbook. That's what you're going to get, 120% out of Bryant and everything he does. He was looking back there, too, and boom. Goes around the corner, loses his elbow guard, and
lost his oven mitt, leaving things on the field.
Yeah. Equipment laying everywhere along the way.
You have to score that a hit. Even though the throw got away there, he would have beaten that out.
We'll bring up Trey Schmidt. He had a hit and scored back in the fourth inning. 7 runs for Waupun in the fourth inning. They scored 4 in that first inning. None in the second, 1 in the third inning. And that is a hit in the air out towards left field.
Tag, maybe?
And it looks like the shortstop's going to take over on that one. Held just a little too short to try to score that run from third base. So fly out to the shortstop on that one. And Landon Dirksen will step to the plate. He's the guy that had that winning hit against the Jefferson Eagles last week, Monday. It's hit out towards right field. And
fair.
That is a fair ball. It's going to bring a run in for Waupun. And here goes Dirksen again over to second base. Got himself another base hit. Yeah, there's a little wiggle over there that they do when they get over there. Nice hit.
That ball landed. I didn't know if you could see it or not. You're blocked a little bit down the
right field line. I saw it landed
line.
right. Saw him reach for it, and I saw it land. I got to try to find that ball.
About 2 feet fair.
Nice job by Landon's taking advantage of his limited at-bats during the season. And another Landon coming up to bat now for Waupun with Landon Potratz stepping to the plate. You know, you get him on the base pass, he's going to be stealing a couple of bases. So we saw him with 2 or 3 that one night in that game that we called.
Landon had a home run at Berlin.
Oh, did he?
Yes. I don't know if that was one of his first ones as a varsity player or not, but yeah, he had a good job.
And Landon made it a close play at first base, but he was out at first. So Waupun does come up with a run in the inning. They lead this game 13-5. We're heading to the top of the 7th inning. Back after this on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. and we look forward to the next 50 years. Home and Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Home and Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Okay, we are back at the Gus. Waupun just 3 outs away from a victory here, and trying to go 9-1 on the season before they start a couple more conference games coming up with Ripon these next couple days. Coming up on Tuesday and Thursday. They have it set up in the conference, but see if Waupun can shut the door here on the Mayville Cardinals and let the birthday celebration begin for Bob and his big 6-0.
Only happens once.
Yeah, we took a poll up. Bob heard us take the poll up here. It was between 75 and 60. So I said 60, by the way. Yeah, that's right. You can watch that back, can't you?
One of the great things about you guys.
First pitch into Blake Peterson is a nice play out in center field. Great job there by Brian Ferris getting down and hauling it in for out number 1, stealing a single away from Blake Peterson. Austin Thorson steps up to the plate now. He's crossed home plate a few times for the Mayville Cardinals. First one finds a strike zone, no offer from Thorson. 0-1 the count.
Richter with just a steady diet of breaking pitches and tantalizing pitches that go into the zone.
Can you hit a curveball here? Let's see.
Yeah, that's
right. Throw you some stuff here.
And it's going to be mid thigh and lower down to the knees, and if you do hit it, you're going to pound it in the ground.
0-2 the count with 1 down, nobody on. Here's the pitch from Diddy. Tried to get him to chase one, but lays off it, puts the count now at 1-2.
And Waupun has been blessed with some amazing center fielders over the decades, and Ferris is right in there with a lot of them.
Throws a fastball on the outside part of the play. Nice job by catching the outside, and Thorson goes down looking. And that will now bring up Weston Teeters, who's now their third baseman. Been playing over the last couple innings. Looking for his first hit of the ball game. He's flown out, he's struck out, he's grounded out.
Richter showing him the fastball inside there, brush him off the plate, come back with a breaking pitch.
And a sharply hit ball, but picked up cleanly by Gopal and pats the glove, throws the first in Waupun, comes up with a 13-5 victory here at home to go 9-1 on the season. And stick around, we'll take a break. And we'll come back, have a couple interviews for you in a little bit if we get time. Randy can throw a couple numbers at you if you take a short break here. But back after this on RP Sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seed bed with a high-quality finish, level soils, and remove ruts. And eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Don't chance it and find yourself asking, where's the heat? Get on our furnace maintenance plan now to prevent a furnace malfunction or a heating headache. Need a brand new American Standard furnace? We do that too. Call 920-763-2301, allphasecomforts.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria.
We are back here at Gus Thompson Field, where Waupun is victorious 13-5 over the Mayville Cardinals. And a couple of stat lines here. Chase Beam gave up 3 runs in the first inning. After that, he was solid. He had 3 strikeouts and only 3 walks. And Emmett Hull also came in and pitched in this game, and it was closed out by Richter. And I think we're going to go to on-field interviews right now. We have the opportunity.
Nate. Okay, here we go. Waupun wins 13-5 in this ball game. Impressive victory here by the Warriors. It's kind of a crazy start in the beginning, all those runs that were scored by both teams in the beginning, but a big night for Logan Prawl joining me right now. Had a couple singles for Waupun, scored a couple times, and just talk about Waupun. I know you guys got things going here with the bats, right away to answer those 3 runs by Mayville to start things out.
Well, there's been a couple games this year where we get down early, but we know our guys, our top of the lineup right now is hitting really well. Graham's starting us off hot every inning, so just being able to get around the bases and just have fun and run around, So
It sounds like guys are having a good time tonight. Who's the most vocal guy in the dugout? I always hear a lot of stuff out. Who do you think is the most vocal guy? And if it's you, it could be you too. I mean, I know you're probably up for that.
It's probably me or Chase, I'd say, or Jacob Steinbach. Jacob Steinbach's got the energy. He brings it.
Well, talk about your team, how you're playing right now. You're getting into some more conference games coming up. You got Ripon coming up on Tuesday and Thursday. And how do you like where your team's at right now?
We're playing really well right now as a team. I think, like I said before, starting 5 guys right now. Actually, all up and down we're hitting really well, and that helps us out. Obviously, we gave up 3 in the first, but we battled back. And I think that all of us having confidence in each other that we can all hit well and, like I said, run around the bases and have fun and play with confidence, I think we'll be all right.
It's a game out there. You guys are having fun right now and playing good ball. So a nice game for you today. Good job.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, Logan Prawl joining us now, the starting pitcher here, and it even got the chain on and everything. What is that, like the MVP of the game that gets the chain?
Landon Podrat says it's our interview chain, so just one guy who gets interviewed puts it on. So he told me to grab it.
Yeah, softball goes with the oversized hat that they have over there at the softball dimes. But I like the chain thing going on. You love to get your chances to get out from behind the plate and do a little pitching?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's something I like to do. I didn't get too much opportunities last year just with how deep pitching we were and the lack of depth at catcher we had last year. But this year we got a guy back to be serviceable behind the plate and allows me to get out there and get some innings in.
How did the game start? They got 3 runs off you in the beginning. They just were swinging the bat good against you in that first inning. As he shut him down after that, felt like he really got in a really good groove right after that.
Yeah, I just didn't really execute my pitches too well. I mean, they were putting the ball in play. I was giving them too many pitches to hit. I kind of just got away from what I normally do pitching and let them put too good of balls into contact.
And again, the bat too. You were looking at the cycle, or you were swinging for the fence on your last at bat, or?
I'm not gonna lie, I was swinging for the fence there. Trey Schmidt had told me in the dugout, "Yo, walk off home run here with the bases loaded," and then got the bases loaded, and it was just in the back of my head, and got a little undisciplined at the plate and swung out of what I normally swing at.
Well, Chase, impressive job on the mound today. Impressive job with the bat in your hand. Looks like things are all going well for you right now.
Yeah, we're playing great as a team. This is fun baseball to be playing, especially this early in the season, because right now it's cold and some teams don't always play their best baseball. So when it gets warm out, we'll just be even more better.
Okay, Chase, great game again. Have fun with your team.
Thank you.
Okay, Chase Beam joining us, and now Travis Hull, the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, and thoughts on the game, just what you saw out there today.
It's always nice to get a win, and they're a solid team. I don't know, I thought we were a little sloppy. It wasn't a clean game by any means. I think Chase pitched well. He left some balls up that first inning, and he's just got to finish down a little lower in the zone, and those balls are going to be ground balls instead of line drives. So Yeah, I would say other than that, it was good to see. I mean, the bats were good. I thought we had some good at bats. Even the inning, we went 1-2-3. We hit, Jonas had a good at bat. Like, took it to 3-2 count and punched one, and we
You
had.
can bring Landon Dirksen in there too, and he's hitting the ball when he gets his chances. He makes the most of it.
Well, I don't want to jinx him, but he's batting 1,000 right now. So yeah, so he finds a hole out there and he stretches a single into a double just about every time he pops one out there. So he's he's just a solid player. He knows what he's doing out there, and I can play him in the infield, I can play him in the outfield, and he'll do a good job. So
What did it mean to you as a dad seeing Emmett get back out on the mound? He looked pretty solid out there to me.
Yeah. I'm just happy he gets to play a little this year. I didn't know if he'd get any baseball in, and at least he gets a pitch. So yeah, we're working through it. I wanted to get him in like a no pressure situation, and then it happened. Chase hit 75 pitches, and it was like, okay, well, here we go, bases loaded, and yeah, I thought he did fine. He threw strikes, and that's all we can ask for. So
A couple games against Ripon coming up. What do you know about them?
They got a couple good pitchers. I think they're a little inexperienced, with the majority of their lineup. There's only probably 4 or 5 kids that got playing time last year. But yeah, they have 2 solid starting pitchers, and so we're gonna have to hit the ball and do a good job on defense. So.
Okay, well, good luck the next couple of games here against Ripon Tigers, and congratulations on the win here tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve.
Okay, Travis Hull joining us, and again, a nice victory for Waupun, winning 13-5, go to 9-1 on the season. And again, thanks to Randy for joining me here tonight, Big Nate on the video streaming, and their cast of characters that we have up in the booth every night that we're up there. So again, hope you enjoyed the game. Waupun winning 13-5. This has been Waupun Warrior Baseball on Radio Plus Sports.